We got one more video that we're going to react to. There's a woman on a podcast called The Whatever Podcast. How many people have ever heard of The Whatever Podcast? It's another pointless podcast. You know what I'm saying? A podcast promoted by YouTube. But on this podcast right here, there's a woman, allegedly, that says she's a 10. Now, this is a dating show, all right? Because, you know, the only content is dating content. So, before we get started with this video, out of all of these women on here, can you identify the one that you guys think is the one that says that they're a 10? Let me know in the comment section which one you guys think is the one that says that they're a 10. Which one is, where's the 10? Where's the 10 at? Which one claims that they're the 10? I'm going to give you a hint. The one that claims that they're a 10, their nipples are the closest to the table. Let's check this out.
I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
Yeah, so obviously that was an edited clip from the Whatever Podcast. Shout out to Jabba the Hutt. But to be honest, man, the answer that this individual gave was not really that far off from the delusion that you would normally hear from a normal woman.
I'm Allie, better known for Alweezy. I'm 23 years old from Arizona, and I'm your certified bad bitch.
You're, huh?
She said that she's a certified bad bitch. Where my fellas at? She might be certified something, but I don't necessarily know if it's certified being a bad bitch. I don't know about that. I can't vouch for that. She definitely is certified something, but I don't know if it's necessarily certified being a bad bitch. I don't know if it's that. My question is, why does she have those gloves on that go all the way up to her elbows? That's the question that I have. All the other women on here, they all look depressed. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker said, stop hating, Rob. She's certified. Yeah, she's certified. But what is she certified? What is she certified in is the question.
Certified baddie.
Say your occupation one more time for us.
My occupation is a certified bad bitch.
Her occupation is a certified bad bitch, y'all. What y'all think about that? Do y'all agree that she's a certified bad bitch? If you guys agree that she's a certified bad bitch, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Al McCown said, why niggas go get a beluga whale and think they got something? That's a lot of meat. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker says, bruh, I'm sorry, but go to the next subject. I'm suffering secondhand Lizzo piggy embarrassment. Yo, I'm dead.
What does that mean? Can you explain that?
It's just a lifestyle. Like, it's, I mean, if you get it, you get it. The rules are there. I mean, I feel like every woman can be a certified baddie. It's just the mindset, and it's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job. Some people are full-time OnlyFans models. some people are full-time YouTubers, and some people are full-time bad bitches. Apparently, she is a full-time bad bitch. Carlton Way says usually the dominant society doesn't promote obese white women. Nah, they don't.
Dictionary, and you were hired by Webster's to define certified bad bitch. Is that what it is?
Yes.
What would be the dictionary definition of a certified bad bitch?
I would have to say, I mean, if just like toning it down completely, just a woman who's confident in herself, does whatever she wants for herself, nobody else, is women, whatever, men, whatever, anybody can be a certified bad bitch.
Now, this is what I find interesting, right? This is a table full of women, right? And this individual right here is a trans woman. And all of the women here are sitting here being well behaved and not calling out misogyny. Do you guys find that interesting? And do you also find it contradictory? If you guys find this interesting and contradictory, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. I find this interesting and contradictory. I'm curious as to why the women are not calling out to misogyny when it comes to this particular situation. Because everything else is misogyny. As far as I'm concerned, this qualifies as misogyny too. But they don't see it like that.
I think it's just the level of confidence and it's the mindset for sure.
Is that the occupation you list on your taxes?
Oh, for sure. Nice. Very much that. Very much the vibe.
Do a little fit check, I guess. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10. So let's do that. Kiko. So okay.
So if they ask her on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think she's gonna say? Is she not gonna be honest and say broken? She's not gonna be honest and say broken, because on a scale of 1 to 10, the scale broke. I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time that that's happened. But I find it interesting that this individual here is quote unquote setting the standards not only for biological women, but also attempting to assert what is considered a quote unquote bad bitch, which is usually something that men make the qualifier for. I'm just curious, you know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. It doesn't make sense to me.
Start with you, go ahead.
10.
A fat fucking 10.
A fat fucking 10?
Now, all of these women are all going to say that they're 10s. I'm not saying it. She's saying it. And the other women are letting her. Like what you're looking at right now is a table full of submission. This is submission right here. These women ain't saying anything. They letting the marshmallow trans be the spokesperson. You know what I'm saying?
So let's do that. Kiko, so okay, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
10.
A fat fucking 10.
A fat fucking 10?
I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
Okay.
Period.
So yeah, so a fat fucking 10 for this individual. I believe Ali is his name. Maybe he was born Albert. I don't know, but yeah, insane for Ali, I guess. So the delusion of this person, certified baddie. He believes himself to be a 10 out of 10. And to be honest, this is just insane. Like, let's just shoot out the elephant in the room, okay? This is an individual who's mentally ill. Bad bitch. He's a fat bum. I don't even think he's had surgery, to be honest. He doesn't look like he's had any surgery. He just either grew out his hair or put on a wig and then called himself a woman. And but obviously with these dating shows, they ask particular questions. One of those questions that I found very interesting was about relationship status.
I'm very much as single as they come, and my longest I guess no real relationship yet. But my longest talking phase has had to be almost a year, I'd have to say.
Longest talking phase.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a boyfriend?
No. Like officially, no.
Okay, but you have had like a
Long time.
So we got another just pearly things. We got another just pearly thing situation. What do you guys think?
concurrent period of time, like you said, a 1 year period of time where you did have
very much like a year-long talking stage.
year-long talking stage.
Yeah.
What is talking stage? So what is that? If anyone else wants to chime in, what is the talking stage?
Hell. It's like a question of loyalty, honestly. Like you're just wondering at that point if you're in the talking stage.
Yeah, what did that mean for you?
Talking stage is when people are still messing around, but they're acting like they're in a relationship and they haven't committed yet. But these women are not honest enough to say that. That's when they have a side dude. That's when they have a backup dude. That's when they leave the date and go get busted down by another guy. That's the talking stage. We're not going to act like that's not what's going on. That's why all of the women are laughing. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker says, see, I'm going to be honest. She looks a little bit slow. I bet you if she was running, she would definitely look a little bit slow. Look at this.
Else wants to chime in. What is the talking stage?
Hell. It's like a question of loyalty, honestly. Like you're
See, so now pay attention to how this woman here says it's a question of loyalty. I thought the talking phase was when you're supposed to get to know each other, but she says it's a question of loyalty. So basically, what she's saying, it's a who gets caught first or who doesn't get caught stage. Mind you, this is all women saying this. Know what I'm saying? This is all women saying this. They can't say that this is misogyny. They can't say that this is guys talking crazy about women. This is all women talking this right here. Friends with benefits. Oh, he's like my brother. Yeah. Brother in the title of a porn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's my best friend. Mm-hmm.
you're just wondering at that point if you're in the talking stage.
Yeah, what did that mean for you?
They couldn't have explained it any better. It's literally hell. Like
Purgatory.
it tests your loyalty, absolutely.
Did you want commitment, but he wasn't willing to give it?
Basically was what it was. Yeah.
So a 1 year talking stage, apparently. And I'm not too sure what she means or they mean by talking stage. I would assume it's just casual sex. So casual sex with a guy for a whole year is, God bless that individual, because boy, he is a trooper, I must say. Anyways, so remember that this person explained, never been in a relationship at all, has gone a one year talking stage. So that leads to this clip, which we're going to be reacting here, when Brian, the host, finally basically asked, hey, bro, do you get bitches? I guess you could say.
Like, I don't know. I kind of get the impression, like, I feel like you got game. So, like, do you get mad bitches?
Honestly, yes. However, let me clarify something.
Yes, but now you know what's crazy? I actually believe this individual that they get mad bitches because guys are that dumb. I actually believe this individual because guys are that dumb. But now, as far as for a long-term relationship, nah, she ain't getting no relationship. Or she might get an undercover relationship, but she ain't getting nothing that's safe enough to where she could walk around in public and hang out. That's not happening. Ain't nobody doing that. Some people might do it though. I ain't trying to be funny, but just Pearly Thing's boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, he looks like the type that wouldn't have a problem showing this off. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the older that I'm getting, I'm washing them away. Why? Because I'm getting older. I want a man who loves me
23?
openly.
You're 23.
Yeah, I'm 23. But
You got
like
plenty
honestly,
of time to sow the wild oats.
Let's be
Okay, all right, let's be for reals here, okay? 23 years old, and this individual, this gentleman right here is saying, you know what, I'm 23 years old. I'm looking, I'm getting older. I want to settle down. I want somebody that loves me for me. You know what? That's great, bro. That is great. Especially if you were a real woman. If every woman said, man, I'm already hitting 21, I'm hitting 22, I need to settle down, get married, have a family. That's amazing. Yes, that's great. Unfortunately, he's not a real woman, which is why he's saying that. And I'm just speculating. I don't know for sure. Okay. I don't know if he gets mad bitches. I seriously doubt it though. But but what I'm saying is I have noticed that men usually lie about their body counts, tend to add in more than what it actually is. So I think this dude is basically shooting to the direction like, yeah, I get a lot of chicks, but or get a lot of guys, sorry. And I need to settle down. This is why I'm rejecting it now.
Is that how that goes?
Let's spill the tea real quick, okay? Like, let's spill the tea. My experiences from dating.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that men usually lie about their body counts? If you guys think men usually lie about their body counts, give me a thumbs up in the comment section. If you guys don't think that men usually lie about their body counts, give me a thumbs down. Just going off of my personal experience, I've never really had anybody ask me about a body count. That's never been a qualifier that I've ever had to deal with. And my thing is, at a certain age, after being around somebody for enough time, you should be able to tell if somebody has a high or low body count just by how they carry themselves and their interaction with you. If you don't have that kind of situational awareness where you on your own can't figure out like, okay, this is how I need to deal with this particular woman. Or as a woman, this is how I need to deal with this particular man. If you can't tell that on your own from the interaction, you're already lost in the sauce. And to be honest, who's going to tell the truth about body count? Honestly, to me, it's not even worth asking. You need to pay attention to how somebody moves. Pay attention to how they act. Pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to your interaction with them. If you meet this individual on the first night and you have a one-night stand with them and you like, yo, this is the person for me, I want to marry this person, you're not taking into consideration that you're probably not the first person that she's had a one-night stand with. You're not taking into consideration that when somebody says, I usually don't do this, that they do this all the time. That's on you. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to have a father to teach that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Women also know about guys that have high body counts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be funny, but women look at guys with high body counts different than guys look at women with high body counts. There may be some women out there who kind of look at a high body count and be like, ew. But the reason why a lot of women like certain guys is because they're in competition with other women. And if they're looking at this guy that appears to be able to have his way with women, they want to be in competition with those other women to lock him down and take him away from those other women. Hey, Mrs. Knickerbocker says, BS, that's bullshit. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker says, I look at a dude with a high body count and think you got AIDS. Yeah, I would agree with that. But that's because you're smart. I don't think that you operate in the same way that most women operate. When I listen to guys talk about how they just mess around with any damn body, the first thing that I think about is you possibly got AIDS. And then the second thing that I think about is you're possibly LGBTQ. Because what you're saying is that you'll just basically stick it in anything. And if there's nothing else available, you're still going to stick it in anything, which means that you'll stick it in anything available. So if there's no women available, you're still going to stick it in anything. I'm looking at you funny. Because you don't need to be constantly doing that all the time, unless you have a psychological problem. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear dudes that are like, yeah, man, like I messed with like 13 women today and I got a date set up, like, that's not like, I don't know like where you got those accolades from and you know how you're accepted in your circle, but I don't need to hear all that. because I'm forming my own opinions about you, and those opinions that I'm forming about you aren't very good. You know what I'm saying?
Dating are way more different than this. I'm a trans girl. Like, men, honestly, like, it's so fucking rare that you ever even find a guy that's being like, let me take you out. Let's go see a movie. Let's go have dinner. No, they're just trying to fuck. I'm a fetish. I'm a fetish to like 98% of the fucking guys.
What kind of fetish would you be for a guy? Anybody want to list it in the comment section? Name it in the comment section. What kind of fetish would this individual be for a guy? I honestly don't know. I don't know what kind of fetish this would be. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a small minority of guys that literally just walk up to women and be like, let me hit that. But that's not usually how most guys go about it. But according to her, right, guys just come up to her and be like, let me just whip it out and throw it up in you. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that.
You find a guy that's being like, let me take you out. Let's go see a movie. Let's go have dinner. No, they're just trying to fuck. I'm a fetish. I'm a fetish to like 98% of the fucking guys. You know? So my thing right now is like, okay, yeah.
So out of all those chicks sitting around you, right? You're a fetish. If you're walking through the mall and you walk past these women at this table, you're just gonna say, fuck all these other chicks that's right there. Let me holler at you. I don't think that there's like any amount of dudes that you could take a sample of and even get 1% that would do that. Who's gonna do that? Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker renamed her Wizzo. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker renamed her Wizzo. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna do that though? Let me ask you guys a question. If you guys were walking through the mall and all these women right here at this table were in a group, like how women be, and they walked past at the mall, are you going to push all of the other women out of the way and holler at this one in the pink spaghetti top here? This spaghetti top is probably equipped with marinara sauce. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that anybody's gonna do that. Just call it a hunch, like the back. But I don't think anybody's gonna do that. I want to see this individual in action. See, like when people start making these wild claims, like if these podcasts actually want to get lit, if these podcasts actually want to take it to the next level, man, you got to show me something, man. Like you can't sit here at the table looking like this and say all of this stuff is happening without a test run. I got to see it. We got to vlog this. I got to see you walk through the mall. I got to see you at the club. I got to see a swarm of dudes around you. I'm not sitting here believing this cap. I'm not sitting here believing this cap, man.
Sexually, I can probably have whatever the fucking guy I want to.
I don't think she's a fetish to 98%.
This person said that they could have whatever guy they want to. What, for dinner? For dinner?
They're just trying to fuck. I'm a fetish. I'm a fetish to like 98% of the fucking guys. You know? So my thing right now is like, okay, yeah, sexually, I can probably have whatever the fucking guy I want to.
I don't think she's a fetish to 98% of guys. And not only that, the dating experience of like guys wanting to fuck, dude, that's every girl is running into every guy that talks to you wants to fuck you. That's nothing special about you, man.
You sure?
But no, honestly, like there has not, I'm going to be 100% honest. Like if I genuinely like that guy, Or if I like,
There's nothing.
yeah.
Not your turn.
Like if I'm attracted to him sexually, like I've 95% of the time I'll get it. However, I'm getting to a certain age now, like a level of maturity, where it's like, okay, sex is just sex at this point. I want intimacy, and I want it outside of closed doors.
Yep. You want something that's not shallow and superficial. You want more than just sex.
Yeah, like I
Yeah, this dude's talking like a 35-year-old girl who's hit the wall unmarried. Like that's what he's talking like.
Yep.
like I crave intimacy. Like, and honestly, like that's something that I want long term, and I'm at a level of maturity. Like I said, I'm clearing the fucking roster. I don't give a fuck if you're a fucking football player, if you know so and so person, if you know X, Y, and Z. Like I don't give a fuck. Like
Clearing the roster. What do you mean by that? Do you have confirm or
Do you
deny?
have blue
Is there a
checks in
roster?
your DMs?
yes.
You're just running through famous dudes?
Whoa, listen to that. He asked him, do you have blue check marks in your DMs? As in on Instagram, the blue checks. Are they blue checks coming to you? The rich men are coming to you.
I'm not gonna be like talking like, yeah, I have hundreds, but I have like a good amount
But you said a roster. So like, what question for you? What's the most amount of people that you've dated
all at once,
all at once?
like in rotation.
Same time, rotation, however you want
Honestly, like 3.
to. Okay.
Yeah, no, like I'll have men. I'm like, okay, this one's annoying me. Like, okay, it's time to clear his ass. I'm gonna bench this person right there.
Do you meet men
It's like
like
Martinez out here.
Honestly,
Damn, man, this dude really has it down of how women talk. Like no joke. Oh yeah, I clear out the roster. Oh, this guy's weird. I'm gonna get rid of him. This guy came on a little too strong. Oh, whatever. This dude, he has a broken down car. Gonna not date him. Like women weed out men that way. And this dude in a wig is talking just like that. He's saying, oh, the abundance mentality that women naturally have. And wow, man. I mean, I seriously doubt it. This dude has deep blue check marks, like rich men hitting him up.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk was. You think Elon Musk was in that inbox? If y'all think Elon Musk was in that inbox, give me a thumbs up. There's no blue check marks hitting that individual up unless it's some weirdo like the Prince of England or something like that. Or Bill Clinton. If it wasn't one of them, nobody was hitting you up.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think so.
Honest out here.
honestly, okay, so I did the dating app thing. Like I said, it was a full fetish. Like that's all it was. So
Did you put it on your? Sorry.
So how do they know that you're trans?
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you put it out
100%.
there?
I don't care how passable you are. I feel like you have to disclose.
Respect.
Yeah, you're not passable at all, though. But
Respect.
And this is why.
Very
Because-
okay. You know what? I can kind of see maybe there's some truth to that. You're on the dating app. Guys ain't, I think even gay dudes, like dudes that are open, that have sex with transvestites, I don't even think they're gonna commit to this dude. Like, to be honest, man.
They're especially like ding. Like there's like, okay, let's say I go out on a guy and let's say, and honestly, I'm gonna talk about this right now. At my job.
Do it. Let's go.
No, at my job, I had an experience with an old coworker. I'm not gonna say my what my real
Say
job
his
is.
full name.
No.
What's his
I'm
social?
not gonna say his name. But
Yeah, I'm curious to know what
got
this guy looks
offended because, long story short, he basically said that if he went on like a date with a trans girl, he didn't know that she was trans, and she is like a fucking baddie. Like I'm talking ass, titties, like operating. He couldn't even fucking tell. Like this is the baddest bitch. And he found out that she was trans. He said that he would feel the need to bring out his weapon.
Oh shit. No.
Exactly.
So it's
So
a safety
yeah.
issue.
it's a safety issue. Like it doesn't matter what you are. Like I feel like you can be the most cuntiest, like fucking bad bitchery, like passable girl. I feel like you have to disclose. And I get
Okay,
it. Some
right on,
girls
hell yeah.
like I think it's something surprising too with trans girls. It's like
I don't even know what to say about any of this anymore. I honestly have no idea what to say about any of this anymore. What do you guys think? I don't even know why we're at a place in society where this is even like we're talking about like, man, you can't even really talk about this kind of stuff without the fear or without the threat of being censored or canceled looming over you. But what I'm trying to say here is that this is an unnecessary conversation that would only be necessary in 2023. And we can't ever forget to leave off that white people blame us for it. When white people stop lumping LGBTQ in with black people, then we will stop saying this kind of stuff. But I'm sorry, anytime we address these kind of issues, we have to address that as an issue, because it is the white media that puts out this nonsense. And look at what we're looking at. The only biological, well, yeah, the only non-biological woman on here is a WLGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? And what they do and what they like to do for political and grifting purposes is attempt to push this as a quote unquote community issue and have no accountability for it and think that they could just run their mouths and blab all over the place and just say straight nonsense. And if you ask me, I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't smashed the like button, make sure you guys smash the like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, make sure you guys hit the bell icon twice and share the stream to your social media. How many pounds of deodorant do you think she has to put on, and how much baby powder you think she puts under her folds?
Well, I work so hard to get to my womanhood and blah, 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 blah. I get that, and I fully respect it, like, whatever you want to be still. But when it comes to a man, and especially in dating, and this, like I said, this is my opinion. And, like, if any other, like, trans girls are watching, or if any other trans girls are watching, any of the dolls are watching, hit my DMs, because if I'm saying something that's misinforming, educate me, because I'm totally open to that. But
You know, it's funny how he says that, because he has to make sure, like, yo, maybe I'm saying something wrong, DM me, like, correct me if anything. But what he's implying is correct. Like, there are men out there that they find out you're a tranny, you've been making out with them, they'll put some holes in you, man. Like, it's as simple as that, or they'll punch you, or they'll beat you up, or something. Like, there's a safety issue there.
I mean, like, the thing is first of all, this is an unnecessary conversation. The conversation itself shouldn't even be taking place. You know what I'm saying? The conversation itself should not even be taking place. Yeah. So there's that, right? That's the first issue. The first issue is that the conversation shouldn't be taking place. The second issue is that since the conversation is taking place, there shouldn't even be a question of full disclosure or honesty. That should be something that happens off the rip if we're doing this. She still doesn't believe it. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker still doesn't believe it. Wizzo is a quote unquote trans, because you know they'll say it's hate speech if we say what the what they have a word for it, what the past gender was. The dead name or something like that, I think is what they call it. If you refer to something that they were before the transition, I think they call it a dead name or dead pronoun or something like that. They got a whole term for it. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole term for it. Dead name. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So I completely agree with that.
I feel like when you're one of the dolls, you have to disclose when it comes to dating, because this is how there's things like murders, violence, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is how trans girls like end up in sticky situations 9 times out of 10 because they don't disclose.
X, Y, and Z, particularly X and Y.
I will say that. However, I will say though that being in the social scene, I can walk into a bar and
He said particularly X and Y. Did y'all get that? Did y'all catch it?
How he says that, because he has to make sure, like, yo, maybe I'm saying something wrong, DM me, like, correct me if anything. But what he's implying is correct. Like, there are men out there that they find out you're a tranny, you've been making out with them, they'll put some holes in you, man. Like, it's as simple as that, or they'll punch you, or they'll beat you up, or something. Like, there's a safety issue there. So I completely agree with that.
I feel like when you're one of the dolls, you have to disclose when it comes to dating, because this is how there's things like murders, violence, you know, X, Y, and Z. This is how trans girls like end up in sticky situations 9 times out of 10 because they don't disclose.
X, Y, and Z, particularly X and Y.
I will say that. However, I will say though that being in the social scene, I can walk into a bar and I'm the most confident bitch ever. A man will still go out of his way, and these are the ones that I'm talking about that are like little closets or whatever you want to call them, like tranny.
I agree. I've heard the same thing from some of my friends. They're like, if I found out, because I went to Thailand, and they're like, bro, like the lady boys, whatever. I didn't do anything.
No, I mean,
but they're like, if I found out that, because a lot of them are really believable. Like they get their Adam's apple shaved down, they get their dick cut off.
He said they get their Adam's apple shaved down. Yeah, Uncle Buck. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Buck out there speaking for the women, and they just sitting there, they co-signing it. This is what always happens. Women co-sign this and then blame men for it. Women call men misogynists for looking at this insanity and saying this is not real. Most heterosexual men, if you're heterosexual, it would be all heterosexual men, want heterosexual women. But it's heterosexual women that get in the way and start babbling, crying misogyny when heterosexual men are calling this out. They get right on the misogyny, and if he's just misogynist, then he must be transphobic and all of this nonsense. And then next thing you know, all of these kind of people here are saturating the positions on women's sports teams. And then women are complaining about it and then crying that men aren't upholding society. Like, it's the literal want the cake and eat it too. The very people that say it. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker said, I came for villainy and you got me watching Tu Wong Fu. Everybody needs to make sure that they leave lots of comments in the comment section. Tell Izzy, don't ever leave me unattended when it's time for us to do these streams. You know what I'm saying?
Like they get everything done. And I've heard the same thing from like a couple of my friends. They're like, yeah, I'm swinging if I find out that.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
This is why I fully always recommend to the dolls, to elevate trans girls, even trans men, like anybody with a situation like that, you have to disclose. I 100%. Like even when it comes to dating apps, like you asked me if I put in there, hell yeah, I do.
I respect you.
I'm not gonna risk myself fucking being in a situation where something stupid could happen to me over something that, one, I could have easily prevented, and two, because I don't want to spend my time with somebody who's ignorant or who doesn't agree with me. Then that's on them. I respect your opinion, but you know what? It's not worth my time.
That's personal responsibility that us conservatives love.
Okay, yeah, I can agree at the end there. I think there's
So I guess apparently all of those people are conservatives, but pay very close attention. Like, I don't know if you guys just saw the LGBTV video that I just did on Black Light Revelations 1, but like I said, conservatives are all about the LGBTQ lifestyle. They try to sit there and act like they're outraged. They try to sit there and act like they have an issue with it. They try to sit there and act like this kind of behavior supersedes their religion while quietly voting legislation in that supports this lifestyle. So they're fake. You know what I'm saying? They're fake.
a little bit of a redemption to this to Al over here. But yeah, definitely agree with that. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you could potentially be in danger, right? Even if you're a regular woman, you know, you don't walk through a dark alley by yourself at 3 a.m, right? I mean, there's just basic common sense things that you could do. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Like, subscribe, comment down below all your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
So, what do you guys think about that? Here's my question for you guys. What do you guys think about that podcast? I don't know why that podcast has so many subscribers, to be honest. Like, it's nothing special if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But you know how YouTube likes to show the favor. You know what I'm saying? YouTube definitely likes to show the favor.